Hey guys, what's up? JK with PornReboot here. I'm on my way back from the gym, about to start my workday. But before that, I want to put a message out to those of you men who are over the age of 25, and especially those of you who are over the age of 30. And I want to emphasize why it is your obligation, why it is your responsibility, why it is even your duty to control all your out of control behaviors, especially that with pornography, masturbation, and sex, if it's a problem for you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am so appalled at the number of men who reach out to me over the age of 30. I'll give some guys over 25 a pass. But those of you over the age of 30, like, holy shit. Some of you really don't have your shit together. Some of you are really living as if you hit 24, 25 and then you just hit pause on your life. Like nothing is happening. You're still living with your parents. And it's not like you're living with your parents because, oh my God, I tried to start a business, or I was wiped out in a bankruptcy and I have to start from square one. It's nothing like that. You've just been living with your parents since you got out of college because you had an out of control behavior and you never, ever seriously tried to get it under control. I speak to men who are in their 40s and 50s, and some of these men, when I speak to them, you guys fucking scare me. Y'all scare me at how irresponsible you are. It is scary because, listen, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 34 years old. But I am shocked when I meet a man who is in his 40s who is still depending on his parents, and he doesn't have any mental health issues. But you'd be surprised how many dudes there are like that out there. Like, guys, y'all need to stop this shit. You need to control your behavior. Here are the worst offenders. The worst offenders are men who are over the age of 25. And you are 27, you are 28, 29, 30, up to 33, 34. And y'all are actually doing okay in life. Okay, it means like, I have a middle management job. I'm lower middle class. I make whatever, 50, 60, maybe even $75,000 a year. Some of you are making 100 grand. That's okay. That's okay. But your behavior with porn and masturbation is out of control, and you are using it to medicate some deeper issues, which are growing. Those issues are growing. You know that issue of, oh my God, I don't think I had sex with enough women in my 20s? Then you meet a beautiful woman who gives you a chance. And so you're like, oh my God, this is the one. A woman gave me a chance. I'm going to lock her down. I'm going to have kids with her. You have kids with her, but you never resolved that sexual issue. You never resolved that issue with your relationships with women, which is sometimes just a low self-esteem issue. I'm not saying every man should go out there and sleep with a bunch of women. I'm just saying that if it's a self-esteem issue, if it's some rejection you got, if it's a self-image issue, fix that issue before you go and start making what you think are grown-up decisions. Decisions like getting married, having kids, buying a house. Fix it, because when you're doing okay in life and you have this problem that you keep medicating with porn and masturbation, and you go making grown man decisions, you are most likely to fuck it up within 5 years. Now, I've been doing this long enough. I've been a recovery coach long enough to see it happen. And I have seen this pattern emerge. Basically, not taking care of this issue early in life. Now, what happens when your life implodes when you are in your mid-30s? I'll give you an example of a few of them that I have noticed over the years. One of them is finances. If you did not spend your 20s, at least your mid-20s to your early 30s, really getting your financial life in order, learning how to save money, learning how to invest money, learning how to control your spending, things like that, and you have this mindset that my 20s are for having fun and experiencing life, and my 30s are for working hard, you are going to be an unhappy, average individual. That is what you're going to be. Because when you hit 35, your energy levels are going to freaking drop. For the majority of men, when you hit the age of 35, your energy levels are going to drop. If you're not a person who's built a habit of eating healthy, of taking care of your mind, of exercising, all these little things, then your energy levels are going to drop. Your testosterone levels are going to drop, for one, because it's already dropping at a rate of 1% every year after the age of 30. If you were eating like shit, you could get away with it earlier on when you were in your 20s. Now it is going to show, and it is going to be more and more challenging for you to let go of all that fat you're putting on. So your finances, your health, your energy levels. So when you have a problem with these things and you start trying to make other decisions in your life, like I mentioned earlier, things like buying a home, things like getting married, and you and your wife decide that y'all want to have a whole bunch of kids, you are setting yourself up for failure. While some men get their shit together, I rarely see men who have a problem with sex, who have an out of control behavior with masturbation and pornography. I rarely see them make it. And by the time they wake up and realize that they need help, it's already too late. Why do I say it's too late? Sure, you can have a happy life at 45, at 50. You can fix this behavior. There are a lot of men who have worked with me and are free of pornography, who are controlling their masturbation behavior and have done so for 2 years, for 4 years, for 5 years. And these men are in their 40s. These men are in their 50s. Lots of men have found success with that. But let me tell you this. It is very different to control your behavior with pornography and masturbation and any other out of control sexual behavior when you are in your early 20s and early 30s. Life is so much different. You enjoy life at a completely different level. Your ambition is different. Your hunger as a man is different. Your appetite for your partner, the way you enjoy sex with the woman that you care for, is different. The way you see the world around you is very different in your late 20s and early 30s. It is your last shot to really, really enjoy life as a youthful individual. And please don't wait till you're like fucking 40 to find this out. Don't do that. I rarely feel down about stuff, guys, but sometimes when I talk to guys who are in their early 30s, just dealing with this issue of, I don't know if I should still date women, I don't know if I should get married, I really want to get married, I really want to be in a relationship, but I feel that porn and masturbation is holding me back, really want to have a kid with my wife, but this behavior is just fucked up. I really want to buy a house, I feel like I should be making more money, but porn and masturbation is just so much. Every day, JK, I'm coming back and I just feel like I'm not maintaining my life the way I should. I feel like I'm not dealing with issues the way I should. And I'm lost. Man, that shit can sometimes get me down, especially when these guys just want to bitch about it. When some of you only want to complain. When you get on a call with me and you have the opportunity to get a solution, to get a system for free, all you want to do is bitch about your problem because you've been isolated. You don't really have anybody else to talk about it, and then do nothing because homeostasis has whooped your ass. It is so difficult for you to change. It's nice to talk about changing, but it's so much harder to do so. Listen, maybe it's just my mindset, all right? But I believe that if you live in a Western country, in a Western democracy, you should have your shit together by the time you are 30 years old. You should know what you want from women. You should know what you want sexually. You should have your finances in order. You should be saving. You should be investing. You should know what your values are as a man. I also want to know your thoughts on obligation and responsibility and duty. And if you're over 30, I really want to hear from you. Okay, no shame. I want to hear your thoughts, how you feel about being in this situation, and if you've been doing something to get out of it and what your roadblocks are. Okay, I'm happy to respond to you guys in the comment section as well. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this little rant of mine this morning. Have a wonderful day. Guys, there are 2 more days left to get into the Porn Reboot Intensive. $300 off right now for the next 2 days, and then it is closed. I am opening it again in March 2019. Why? Because December, the holiday period, is when men are most likely to relapse, and for those in the group, I am going to be giving them my full attention. So some of you have been wondering, I've been getting emails, people asking, JK, why haven't you been churning out these videos more? I haven't been because most of my attention is given to the guys who are in the group. These are guys who have made an investment and they expect something. They expect to quit watching porn and control their behavior with masturbation. I would like you to be one of those men. So click on the link below or visit pornreboot.com/intensive and join.